It's the NFL on EA Sports coming to you now from the foot of the Rockies in Denver, Colorado. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go!
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
Baby, let's go! Let's go!
Here we go, here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 13. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll get this one up to about his 14.
Here we go.
Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Down. 18 Gator.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Watch. Ready.
First carry for Royce Freeman.
Go, run.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Freeman. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now Locke, and able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go. 60 outlaw.
Mike 54.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
We're going to work.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10.
45, Mike, 40.
Hey, go.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Garoppolo. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Credit the sack to Von Miller. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 47-yard line.
Let's go now.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. On 1st down, Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
In your face.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 3rd and 3.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos 7, 49ers 0.
Set, ready? 18, Gator. Hey, Echo.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
General West.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the 1st down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down.
Defense, let's get out the field, defense. 57's Mike. Mike 57. I'm coming.
Hey, exit.
Locke going to go on 4th down. He's got his tight end Fant. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
70, Indy. Shoot.
On 2nd down now, it's Freeman. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Alert 3, alert.
On the ball. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Freeman, and he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Easy work.
So people playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Royce Freeman with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, let's go.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mike Purcell forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Here we go. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. It's our
I got you.
Guys, it's our time.
Watch 2, 6.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo.
Watch the twist.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
12.
On first down, Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got it at the 15. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Garoppolo now. This will be caught just inside the 10. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a second and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Topper.
Garoppolo again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
All day, every day.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that they think
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
All day, all day.
Tighten up. Tighten up.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 27, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Chucky 50.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing, Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker, can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? On 2nd and 9, Cousins. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the curve.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber.
Shift. Check the backer.
Check 52.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
They try again with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 26-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Alert.
Wilson, flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
That's the way. Run pass.
Throwing again. Wilson dancing to his left. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Move 15. Check right. Hey guys, listen. 54. Too little, Cupcake. Bang. Still got 4 down. Check 3. 80 weapons. Check 3. Hey, 0. Got him on me.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Flushed out right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 51 yards, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Great corner route there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. To throw again is Wilson, eluding the pressure right. He'll run it, and he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Check.
Now Cook. In on the stop, Bradley McDougal.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Right there. 54 Mike.
It's a touch 50. It's a part of that.
A second down carry for Procise. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the gun on third down, Wilson escaping the pressure right. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, they're scared.
On first down, Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. To throw again on second down. Wilson flush to his right. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Hey, me and you all day. All day. Touch 50. I'm coming after you.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now it's Wilson being chased out left. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
Slam. I'll go special. Lucky.
On first down, Carson. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 36, Wilson steps away to his left. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory.
All day, baby, all day.
A big play that time for the Seahawks. 45 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Man up, D. Man up, D. Under tempo. Good touch.
Here's Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice two-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Keep playing hard.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35.